Hi, it's Sarah, and yesterday I had my first session with Jackie Gibson of Panacea Hypnotherapy to see how hypnotherapy could help me tackle my two main issues, which are anxiety and binge eating, compulsive eating, whatever you want to call it. So I wouldn't say I was nervous, but I wasn't 100% sure how it was going to go. Had a stressful morning already, and that I had to go back to school with my daughter's swimming kit because she'd forgotten it. But so Jackie's got a bespoke treatment room. It is attached to her house, but it's completely private. Nobody can see in. It's really relaxing, very sort of pastel shades, crystals. It's just a really nice space. So we sat in there and she asked me a set of questions. It's a bit like a sort of any sort of information form you'd have to fill in when you first start having treatment of any description really. It was a really nice confidential chat, and I felt like she really got to the bottom of what I want to achieve with this. And then the session started, so I had to lie on the treatment bed, which was actually really relaxing. It was really warm and cosy, lovely soft blankets, etc. It was a really positive experience. It was slightly strange because my battle is definitely within my head, and I was relaxing and listening to Jackie, and part of my brain was like, you don't want to listen to this, just get up, get off the treatment bed. It was odd, and so I battled with my brain for a while, but then I had my eyes closed and I started to see colours, which threw me a little bit, like bright turquoise greens, really vivid colours, and it was really comforting, and I felt safe and warm, and when the session finished, I said to Jackie, well, why am I seeing colours? And she said it's your subconscious, it's the blue that I was seeing and the green, are really positive colours. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that meant that something was working. I finished the session and I felt at peace, and that might sound a bit weird, but I did. I certainly felt relaxed. I could have just actually crawled back on the treatment bed and slept for a good few hours. That's how I felt, really. So one of the parts of the session was where Jackie and I discussed, how I am feeling, and the best she came out with this really good analogy, which was that at the moment I'm the hub in a bicycle wheel, and my children, my husband, my work are the spokes, and if I crumble, then what's going to happen with them, what they're gonna what's the impact going to be on them. And the upshot is I just do not spend any time on myself at all. I'm not talking about the state of me now, I'm just looking at myself in the camera. I just drop the kids off at school, I'll do my hair and makeup later. I just don't do anything for myself. And she asked me 3 things that I really would like to do for myself, and one was swimming. On the odd occasion I go swimming, I have a great time and it resets me, but I just don't make the time to do that. One is singing. I'm not going to try and be on X Factor or anything, but I really enjoy sort of singing in groups, and I've just not done that in years. And the other thing is just walking, but on my own. It sounds a bit of a strange one in that, one of my anxiety triggers is being on my own in an environment that I'm not familiar with. So at home on my own, absolutely fine. In the big wide world, somewhere where I don't necessarily feel comfortable is a real issue. So the homework she set me this week is to go for a walk on my own, listen to music, whatever, just to let everyone fend for themselves for a few hours and see how it goes. And it's not about walking for fitness. It's not about trying to burn 500 calories in an hour. It's just going to be my space for me. No one else's agendas, no one else's thoughts, just me. I'm going to download a podcast or two, some new music, and I'm just going to go off. Yeah. So that's what I've got to do, and I'm going to do it on Sunday morning. So I will do another video, hopefully on Sunday morning or after, to say that I have done that. I've also had a really nice message off a friend saying, you know, wishing me good luck with all this, but also just saying that she had no idea that I was going through this. And that is, I think that is really typical of me, in that I'm pretty good at putting on a show, but also of a lot of other people, I guess, that, you know, they're fighting the battles, but on the face of it, they seem absolutely fine. So I guess if you do, you know, if you are sort of wondering what's happened to somebody, why they've gone quiet, why, you know, they've not been returning your messages or whatever, that maybe think that there might actually be a problem. But yeah, so I'll do another video on Sunday. Thanks again to Jackie of Panacea Hypnotherapy for everything so far.